What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we have the most meta 800k team. 3 players have a 5-star weak foot. Just think about that. We have potentially the best CDM in the game, one of the best in the mids in his team. It's going to be so good. Let me walk you through why I've chosen each player. Now this guy, look, I don't even have to even say anything, because this guy was 129k when I bought him. He went to 30, went back to 60 again. This guy is one of the best players in the game. I'm not joking. I've said that here. Yes, I've said it. And when I go through these players, I'm just going to tell you the top tier creme de la creme players. I'm not going to sit there tell you to use Werner or use someone like Vardy or use someone with a 2-star weak foot. No, it's ridiculous. You get this Uribe guard as well. Now you're going to have to do the challenge from him. I will be honest. You're going to have to do the challenge, okay? Whatever it is, the objective. But this guy, together they get the green partnership with a hunter and stay forward and get him behind. You're talking about one of the best cams or strikers in the game if you can't afford Neymar. If you can't afford Neymar, this is your best bet. 800k, that's enough, just enough for Neymar. You buy that card. Now, this Uribe card, potentially one that, if he had 85 agility and 85 balance, he'll be top 5 centre mids in the entire game. I'm being dead serious. But he doesn't have that. He's high though. Perfect. 4-star, 3-star, perfect. 3-star skimmer is not too much an issue. Has everything you want for a centre mid. Can shoot, can defend, can attack, can pass, got the physicality, can even dribble. But if you had that better agility and balance, this guy would be disgustingly good. But he's still a top tier player. 8 out of 10. Put a shadow on him. You don't have to even ask any questions. And then for the perfect greens all around, you can go with the Manafa card. Now look, you don't have to buy this Champions League card. Just buy the gold card. He's a, you know, it makes me a lot of people spend 500k on left backs and right backs. You don't need to spend that much money on left back. Go watch any pro player. They only spend 500k on the left back if, for example, they've got a player and they got excess coins. They're never going to spend the bulk of their coins on the main player. The bulk of your coins should be spent on the attacker. I'd rather you go and get someone like Jota. One that, in my opinion now, this numbers up Jota is definitely one of the best cards in the game. Simply one of the best cards. There's no real contention about it. I'm not even going to say anything in regards to him. He's one of the best cards in the game. Top tier agility balance. You can argue the Sun with the better agility and balance. That's the best way of putting it. And he's got the aggression, which Sun does not have. So he is very close to Sun. It's up to you now. Realistically, we're going to put Sun in as well. Again, I'm going to say this, and I remember this because I remember when people judge me for using players off chemistry. People judge me for using the 5-3. People judge me for fullbacks and centre back. Everything that I said became the meta after. So if you want to go ahead and not listen to me, it's up to you. But for those that want to listen, if you have if you got 100k coins right now, I don't care what anyone else tells you. You sell your 100k team, you buy Sun, and you build a 40k team around him. You don't spend your money on a centre back or a defender because they're not going to do anything. If you press tackle button with a player that's worth 600 coins and a player that's worth 1,000,000 coins, they're going to do the exact same thing. The biggest difference is in terms of shooting. In real life, what would you rather do? Spend your money on a prime striker like Ronaldo or Messi? Or would you rather buy a prime centre back in real life? You would obviously want to buy a striker, and it's even more in FIFA because finishing this year is terrible. Now, alongside that, we have gone with Mane. Mane is one of the best players in the game for a winger. There isn't anyone else for the price point that is on his level, okay? That is the big issue. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and get a centre mid in the Premier League, but there is no one. Werner's rubbish. Ronaldo's too expensive. You have players like Vardy and Lukaku. Are you really going to get Vardy and Lukaku on 10 chemistry over this guy? Remember, the base stats are the most important. The reason why I keep going on about this is because everyone always asks me about this, but do you think I've bought like 50 million Manes and decided I wanted to hike his price up? I would have gone on TikTok if I wanted to do that. Then we ever go to left centre mid. I'm talking about the best CDM in the game, in my opinion. Top 3. Now, you can quote me on this. I uploaded a video on my second channel. He is so good that I cannot get rid of him. There is 2 players in this entire game that I just cannot get rid of. And that is Onyanka and that is Lorente. They are so good. Look how many games the guy's played for me. 103 games, right? Ever since I've got him, he's been a tank. Because I've always wanted a CDM that's got good agility and balance. Kante was the only guy, but he was so slow. Now you got someone who's taller than Kante, top tier stats, good interception, defensive awareness, good physicality, and has got top tier agility and balance. I've been waiting for a card like this for ages. He's not going to be leaving my team. That I can very much assure you. Then we go over to a left back, no Reguilon this time because of course Son already has his chemistry. We're going to go with Cornet, probably the best left back in the Premier League. There was a doubt about that. There is no question about him. You're talking about one of the best left backs in the Premier League, better than that Robertson card as well. 4-star, 3-star, high, perfect as a left mid, right mid. You can even play CDM actually. Top tier agility, balance, good defending, good physicality, good passing, and everything you want. That's it. Now the defense. We're gonna put the centre backs here just for show, okay? Because realistically, you should not be using centre backs. You should be using fullbacks. It doesn't matter what anyone else says about these fullbacks. People are ill-advising you. They're not being nerfed. Even if they have been nerfed, people keep saying that centre backs perform better. They don't. Even if a centre back costs, even if you use a fullback and it costs you a couple of goals, you are still going to concede less goals from centre backs in an entire weekend league. So even if, let's say for example, you're not good at the game, okay? And let's say you as fullback centre back, and let's say you say, oh, if I had a centre back there, I wouldn't have conceded. There's probably more chance that you would have conceded goals from not having a fullback and centre back. But in case you want it, you can go like this and go ahead and put Van Dijk in. Now, that is a team for those people that are watching this for show. That's for the people that are new here. That's for people that still doubt me. Doubt me all you want. That's for the masses. Now, for the NealGuides. No, I need to think of a name. I'm not like one of those content creators that have like, you know, they name their, I don't have any fans, but name their fellow viewers. But I don't know. Let's just say, the Meta Crew in the Metaverse. I mean, that's a terrible name. But anyway, let's skip forward. But anyway, listen. So what I would say is Wan-Bissaka here, Walker there, bam. That resolves the price. You don't need any of these guys. You can save your money there, okay? That pushes to 936. All you got to do over here is just get this Manafa card. And that's it. You take it down to 800k. If you want to go even cheaper, you can get rid of Onyenka for now. And you can put Bruno Fernandes here. If you want to go cheaper. There you go. That's 800k. But what you realistically, everyone can push the money. Just push it. You know, obviously the price are going to change. Put Onyenka there. I'm telling you right now, word for word, he's one of the best CDMs in the game. And the question you're going to ask me is who goes in left wing? Jota or Son? Now, in all honesty, it's a difficult one because Son is a top tier player. Now, it's one I would say is it depends where you play. Now, Son lacks the acceleration but has a bit better sprint speed. Okay, the finishing is almost par the same, but Son's got better long shot. So, if you're talking about a cam, Son would be the better cam, and Jota would be the better striker with that aggression, strength, and of course the jumping. So what I would say is if you are going to play this in game, so let's say for example you are going to be playing any system, okay, let's say we're going to play a 4-4-2, you can make the decision. Now what I'd personally say is probably something like this is what I would probably muster together if it was up to me. I would probably switch them around because Son is clunkier than this guy, but I'd prefer to have Jota who's not that clunky and Son together. And I think that's perfect. If you're playing a 4-2-3-1, the good thing is you can just chop and change wherever you want. 4-1-2-1-2. I would then put Son over here. Put Son there. CDM, of course, we'll put him over there. Then we'll drop Mane into that role over there. And I'll play it like this. Well, you could and have Mane on get forward. What you can alternatively do is put Son in striker. And then put him over there because don't forget he's got the good passing. I don't want to say his name because last time my video got taken down last year when I said this guy's name. But yeah, and of course you get demonetized as well. But yeah, he's a really good card, good passing. So you can play it like that, and that way you've got the clunky player, good dribbler cam, and one of the good dribbler strikers. If you're playing a 3-5-2, actually let's go with a 4-3-3. It's up to you, 4-3-3. I'd probably say in a 4-3-3, I'd probably go ahead and put Jota there in striker if I was a 4-3-3, just because he's just by himself and he's independent and you don't have anyone to support you. In a 4-2-3-1, I'll go with a 3-5-2 last, the 4-2-3-1. The way that I will do it, it's probably a tough one, but I'll go with this. Just because I prefer Son's better positioning and I prefer... He's got the stamina. He can do everything in cam. He's probably one of the better players there anyway. Getting spammed here. And for the final formation, it is a 3-5-2. 3-5-2, but definitely go with fullbacks and centre back, like I mentioned. You know, if you want to be like everyone else, you can do this. But if you really want to do it, and then who you were asking, who would I drop? So the way that I'll do it is that I would move Cornet to probably the left back role, just because he's high, but I'm just debating because he's left-footed. It depends on how you play. Maybe I would play it like this, actually, because I prefer to cut on my left-hand side or on my right-hand side. And there you go, one of the best teams in the game. Of course, Van Dijk's in the middle. And if you are playing any other formations, then of course, Wan-Bissaka will go in the centre here, Manafa there, and Walker over there. But anyway, guys, that is the best 800k team that you can buy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy. And of course, I'll catch you next time. Peace out.